Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with Poonam. This is day 43 of our 100 days of coding challenge in JavaScript. Today we are solving another practical problem, that is removing all the occurrences of a specific element from an array. So we will proceed with this challenge and we will move to our VS Code. In the VS Code, we have here question along with our sample input and output, right? So let us read out the question. So what is the question? Write a function to remove all the occurrences of a given value from an array, and we have here input, that is our array, and a target, and we have here output as well, right? So first of all, what we will do, we will break down this question. So what we have to write, we have to write a JavaScript function. So I will take here and I will put it over here. After that, what we have to do, we have to remove all the occurrences of a given value from an array, right? So that also we will put it over here. After that, let us understand our input and output. So in the input, if we see, this is our array, right? And this is our target, correct? Now, what is the output? 134. So from this, what we can understand that whatever the target value is being given to us, from this array, we have to remove it. That is where it is given to. So you can see here in this, how many 2 we have? We have 3 times 2, right? So that target number has been removed from the original array and we get a new array as a 1, 3 and 4. So this is what we have to do. So let us come down and first of all, we will define our function. So our function name, we will keep it as remove occurrences, okay? So I'll take this and I will just write here what? Remove occurrences, okay? And we will write here with a parenthesis. Okay, now let us understand the approach for the line number 8. That is, we have to remove all the occurrences of a given value from an array, right? So how can we do it? I will write here the approach as well. Okay, now in this question, we are going to use a filter method. Okay, now this filter method is what? It's an array method. So let me write that as well here. Now, how does it work? In the filter method, we are going to pass a condition. Okay, so I will write here what? Condition. Now, based on the condition, it is going to consider only your true values. Wherever it will find the true values, it is going to consider, and based on that, it is going to return a new array. So it will return a new array. So that is what is a filter method. Now, if I have to tell you with respect to this particular question, what it will do, it will return a new array excluding all the occurrences of the target value. Okay, now if you see, it is an array method. So here also in the input we are getting, so in the input we have an array, right? So we can easily use our filter method and we can see that it is checking and it is only giving 1, 3 and 4, right? That means 2 is repeated again and again. So that we have to remove, right? So how we will do it? So now we will come here and in this filter method, now we will see how we will write it to get that particular output. Okay, so I will come here and I will write here what? ARR. I am assuming this input array is ARR. Okay, so ARR dot filter I will write and I will pass here our parenthesis. Now this filter method take function as a parameter. So I will pass here that as well. Okay, now this function which I am writing, this is going to take a parameter again. So what I will pass here, I will write here element itself. Why do I write element? Because if you see this particular array, what it has an element, right? So I refer directly the element itself because it is going to work on each and every element. You can give any other name as well, but I give as a element itself. Now what we will do, we will come here and we will check, right? So our each element, we will have to check that it should not be is equal to the target, right? Then only we are going to work. So we are going to use here not is equal to operator, and right side I will be writing what? Target. Okay, and left side we have to write here our element. Okay, so I will write here what? Element. So this element, if it's not is equal to the target, then only you should return me, right? So we will come here and we will get the true values when it is not is equal to, right? So if it checks, it will give me at this 2 and 2, right? It will give me false value. So that will be ignored. It only gives me the true values. False values are ignored by the filter method. Okay, okay? So we will get a output here directly like what? 1, 3 and 4. So it will return a new array. And always remember, whenever we are using a filter method, it is not going to change your original array also. If you want to see, we will be seeing when we are writing our function, okay? So let's dive into the code and let's write our function. So I will write here what? Function, and we will write here the function name as what? Remove occurrences, okay? Let us now quickly invoke this function, okay? So remove occurrences, and I will pass our array and this target also. So let us take this array from here and I'll put it over here, and then we have here what? 2 as a target, so that I will pass it here. And I will write here what? ARR, comma, target itself I will write, okay? Now let us come here and console it out. So I will write here what? ARR, and I will write here target, okay? So let us come in the terminal and we will write what? Node day 43 challenge, right? So node 43 challenge, and we will hit enter. So what do we get? We got our array and our target also, right? Now to this array, what we are going to use? We have to use our filter method. So let us come here and use that as well. So I will write here what? ARR dot filter, okay? After that, this is going to take a arrow function. So I will write here a function, okay? And this is going to take what? Element again as a parameter, right? Now this element should not be is equal to our target, right? That is the condition we are going to write. And on the basis of the condition, now I said, right, it is going to take the condition. Where is the condition? We are going to write here. And in this condition, if it returns out to be true, it will give you a new array with that true values. That is what we have to see here, okay? So now what I will write? Element should not be is equal to our target, okay? And then what we will do? Let us come here and we will store this into a variable. So let us write here const result, okay, is equal to, and we will come here and once again test this out. So console.log, and I will write here what? Result, okay? So let us come here and we will run this. So node day 43 challenge. Now what do we get? We got very easily 134, right? So this has filtered out, right? Now, I told you, right, whenever we are using a filter method, it is not going to change or mutate your original array. So here I will show you that as well. So I'll write here what? Console.log ARR. Now let us test it out here. So we got here our original array. So it is not going to change or mutate the original array. Okay. So this is what. So we have used our filter method to exclude the target values, right? This was our target and it has been removed, right? Let us come here and we will now improvise our console.log statement. So I will use our template literal syntax and we will take this particular line from here and I will put it over here. And instead of remove, I will write removed all the occurrences, right? Of a given value, what was the given value? I will write here dollar flower braces and I will write here target, okay? From an array, what was our array? So that also I will write here what? Dollar flower braces and it is ARR. Now let us clear the terminal and let us see how do we get it in the terminal. So node day 43 challenge and you see here what removed all the occurrences of a given value to from an array, right? And here let us put hyphen and we will put colon as well. So I will write here hyphen, okay? Here as well I will write here hyphen, okay? And then I will write here colon after this, okay? Now let us rerun it one more time to see. So let us come here and node day 43 challenge we will write. So node day 43 challenge and we will hit enter. Now we get here value 2 from an array and we have written here colon as well, right? So we are getting our proper answer. Now what we will do, we will comment out other console.log statement like this and this one as well, okay? So let us come here and rerun it, node day 43 challenge. And we will see only our particular output we are getting. So we have removed all the occurrences from a given value to an array of this and our output is what? 1, 3 and 4. We can test it with another input as well. So let us come here and we will invoke it remove occurrences and I will pass here what? An array of 10, 20, 30, okay? And I will repeat here 20, okay? 3 times. And I will write here our target will be what? To remove 20 itself. So we should get 10 and 30 now. Okay. So I will clear the terminal and we will rerun it. So I'll write here note day 43 challenge and we should get 10 and 30, right? So if we see here, we are getting 10 and 30, right? So in both the cases, it is removing our all the occurrences of a target value. Okay. So let's have a quick recap of this question. Okay. So we have to write a function to remove all the occurrences of a given value from an array, right? And here we had our sample input and output. In the input, we had given an array along with our target value, right? And our output was 1, 3, and 4, where we wanted to remove the target value from this particular array, right? At line number 7, what we did, we declared a function, correct? Remove occurrences with a parenthesis we have written, and that we have used as well in line number 14. Now in the line number 8, what was written? To remove all the occurrences of a given value from an array, what approach we used? We used a filter method. Now what is a filter method? It's an array method. So based on the condition, it is going to give us the true values in a new array, right? Now this filter method take function as a parameter, right? And in this function, we are going to pass here what? Element again as a parameter, and we will write our condition. What is the condition? That element should not be is equal to our target. If it is coming out to be true, you give me that values. So when we test it out, it is going to give us the true values where at a place of 1, 3, and 4. Because rest all place, it is going to be equal, right? So that values I don't want. That is where we have used our filter method. It will leave your false values and only it will take your true values, right? So that is why we have used the filter method. Now at line number 14, we have written our function remove occurrences, and here we are taking here two params, right? ARR and target, right? And here we just tested our in a console.log statement what we are getting. And the same thing we have done here as well. So what we did, we declared a variable called as a result, and in this we are storing our whatever the filter is returning, right? So ARR.filter, and this element should not be is equal to our target. That is what we have taken here. After that, we just console the result and we improvised our console.log statement as well. So what we have done, removed all the occurrences of a given value and we have written our target, right? From an array, and this was our array. If we see in the terminal, we were getting the proper result along with this proper statement, right? Now at line number 21 and 22, what we did, we invoked it with the different input arrays and our target values. And now we will once again test here. Okay, so I will just clear the terminal and I will write here note day 43 challenge. And if we see here, we are getting the proper result, what has been expected from us. Okay, so what it has been doing now here in the first case, it contains 3 occurrences of 2, right? That is where it is removing all of them and it is giving me what? 1, 3, and 4. In the second case also, it is having 320. So that means 20 is being occurred 3 times, right? So that also it is removing and it is giving me 10 and 30, right? So now why this filter method we have to use? Why this challenge is important? If I have to say, removing specific elements from an array is a common operation in coding interviews and real world projects. It can be applied to a scenarios like filtering user data, cleaning up the list, or pre-processing input for the algorithms. Also, we can use in the search case scenarios. Okay. Also, we can use in the search case scenarios. So this filter method is a powerful tool in JavaScript, making tasks like this efficient and concise. So it's a great way to manipulate the array without mutating or original one. This also we saw here, right? At line number 19, we saw that it is not mutating or changing our original array, right? So that is why I said it's a great way to manipulate the arrays without mutating the original arrays. So I want you all, please try this function with your own arrays to see the magic in action. And that's all for today, guys. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coding content. So I will see you tomorrow with another exciting challenge. So take care. Bye-bye, guys.